May the markets and your portfolio prosper 100-fold this Diwali. Best wishes for the festive season from me, Aisha Faridi, and the entire ET Now family.
This November, the President's Cup returns to Melbourne. Watch Team USA take on the rest of the world in magical Melbourne on the perfect sport holiday with Thomas Cook Sport. Packages start at just ₹39,999. Visit thomascook.in.
Arrow introduces Arrow New York. Zero-calorie workwear. Get New Yorked.
He is determined to transform the agriculture sector and give vegetable growers a fair trade market.
That we have provided them, given them a card, identity card that gives them a recognition. I am a farmer. I am affiliated to an organization. So it gives a sense of ownership as well as a social identity in this society.
Meet Kaushalendra Kumar, our grassroots soldier on Amazing Indians. This weekend on Times Now.
Presented by Mahindra.
You also advertised earlier that you'll be winding up all your parabanking businesses by December. And you're looking to, by paying all your customers. The question is, how are you looking to raise these funds? And will you be selling any government securities?
You see, first thing is, parabanking is parallel to banking. That's the word. Parabanking we did not close. I'll not say that. We closed down registered non-banking company.
Okay.
RNBC activity.
Okay.
You said that we are going to prepay, yes. 4 years before we are prepaying that. We collected around 70,000 crores or so. So it is fund is already there in the company, which we received, we took from the public. And it was invested and it was multiplied also. So the fund is very much in the company. Yes, securities are already getting, going to the market for sale. That is that we have to do.
You know, Mr. Roy, I've also heard recently that from very reliable sources that the IT department, the tribunal, has actually refunded close to over 1,000 crores to you. I'd like to know the accurate figure and, you know, the details of that.
Very interesting question, because I remember in the last 15 years or so, 3-4 times it was raised in Parliament that Sahara is not paying income tax. And Sahara is a big defaulter. It was all over the media so many times. We should react on that. And on the contrary, income tax department owe from us. They have to pay, not we have to pay. Because they were deducting TDS out of all our investments in as per every direction. Nobody believed us. Neither media believed us, sure. Nor Parliament believed us. But now everybody has to believe. We have not only got 1,000, we have 1,800 crores from them. So now it is proved we are totally right.
Absolutely.
Absolutely right from the beginning. Everybody was wrong. Otherwise, how could you get this?
Absolutely.
Payment?
Right.
So it's not 1,000, it's 800.
Mr. Roy, but you do agree that, you know, the Sahara Group has a credibility perception issue. The Sahara Group has a credibility perception issue. I don't know why. And what is your reason? What do you think? Where is the problem?
No, there are a few technical reasons also. We are not a listed company. You see, the media, they generally will see, they will talk about regularly about the listed companies. So we are not listed by a big company. We are the only big company in the country which is not listed. Now, when we are not listed, we are not subject to certain all sort of statements, the newspapers here and there. It's not required.
That's true.
So that is one of the reasons that people, they think is something, you don't know what it is. Because it has become big, but not listed. If it is listed, every information is with every this thing, SEBI and all. So that is probably one reason. Secondly, as far as perception is concerned, I personally feel if history you see, I don't know why it is so in our society, in our country. First generation organization faces this problem. Every time it happens. Any first generation organization, it faces. From second, third generation, things are all fine. Whether second, third generation, whether things are right or wrong, but they are fine.
That's right.
And so perception, this third thing I will say, that yes, we are little more upright kind. We just talk straight in the media. People don't like it really. There's also a perception issue. No, there's another thing I'll tell you one thing. See, in our society, you'll agree, it's very difficult for us to appreciate everything. We are very miser. We are so miser and clapping also.
Crab mentality.
Yes, crab mentality. We love criticizing people. We love it. In Western world, I have many places I have seen, when we see a show, they clap every 10 minutes so loudly. Here, big stars have to say, please give claps.
Okay. What are your plans on the retail business? You were looking at entering it in a big way. So how are your plans rolling out?
We are going into big way, no doubt about it. And we'll even go for 10,000 outlets, more than that. And we'll also support small kiranas. We have that scheme also with us. We are all over the country because we have 3,800 establishments all over the country at the moment. So we are not concentrating only on the big cities. We are going to tier 2, tier 3 cities also. They also need all good quality things. The most important point in this project is we need good quality food product now.
Good quality?
Food products and all products. Because I'm sure you also know, everybody, they are so aware of it, that things are not pure anywhere now. You will be surprised to know such chemicals are used, such hormones are used, such cheap things are used in food products and all kinds of products. It's so bad for health. So we are going to first educate the entire mass. Look, this should be the quality standard. And we are going to claim that each and everything will be packed on quality. And the good thing which you are doing, right from the source, at the manufacturer, right from the source till the house, we are. There's nobody in between. No agency in between. It's Sahara.
Wow, okay.
So we can claim and confidently claim for the quality.
So are you saying you're going to do all the verticals yourself?
Yes.
From manufacturing to distribution?
Even it's going to home delivery. We are going for home delivery. 25,000 trucks will be involved. Small trucks. So it's all home delivery. From the source to home delivery.
But you'll be able, since it's a new space for you, will you have the kind of strength?
Only we have that strength because 10 lakhs people are working in this organization.
Sure.
And 10 lakhs people in 3,800 establishments in the country. You can say we are the only company who have the strength to do this.
Okay.
So we are going for this.
So you'll be pan-India in urban plus
tier 2, tier 3, all tiers.
Okay. And what is the kind of investment you're looking at?
It's a big investment. I think phase-wise. It's not in the first year only. Phase-wise. To begin with, it will require probably around 7 to 10,000 crores of investment. In the first year, it's around that. Or a little more than this.
First year, how will you define the first year?
We are starting from April, May next year, 2012. From then, 12 calendar months.
Fair enough. And the target for the end of first year will be?
Sale target should be more than 30,000 crores. Yes, sir.
Okay. And it will all be Sahara branded products?
it will be our own.
Where will you set up for all different products? I mean, is there any specific areas you're looking to get into?
No.
Or you're going across the board?
Across the board.
But then, where are you going to manufacture?
There's so many manufacturers there. We are joining hands with them.
Oh, okay.
We are taking up some manufacturing units. We are taking the holding also there. So many such things are happening. So it depends. It is from throughout the country.
So, you know, I've heard that Sahara has some really ambitious plans in the real estate arena. Could you throw some light on, you know, what you're planning and what you're envisaging in the near future?
Yeah, actually, you know, we have Ambi Valley for the rich men. We have city homes in 217 towns for the middle class, upper middle class people. Now, we are going for a very ambitious project. Yes, I'm very happy to talk about it because it's for downtrodden people. We are making 20 lakh houses in the country. And not only in big cities or anywhere, in the outskirts of the big city. We are going to even small places also. More than 500 places we are going with this project. So though the price of the houses will be around 4 lakhs, some thousand to 9 lakhs, that's all.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So you can understand today 4 lakhs is
Sure.
nothing.
Yeah.
4 lakhs something.
Yeah.
It will be 4 lakhs some thousand. But they are going to get the lifestyle, this class of people, for the first time in India. Because it will be gated community. There will be security, gated community. There will be power backups. There will be school. There will be vocational study centers. There will be club. There will be hospital. There will be even swimming pool. There will be cricket, football ground with flat lit thing. There will be local transportation. There will be shops. There will be safe drinking water for them. Now, can you think my driver is naturally going to live in that kind of a place with this style? This is the first time it's happening. With this style, we are coming out of the township for the downtrodden people.
But is it viable for you?
Oh yes, it is profitable.
It's profitable. Could you explain the dynamics?
Oh, then I have to go very in detail.
No, broadly.
Broadly, it's not highly profitable like other housing projects.
Yeah.
But it definitely will give a decent profit. You see, it will differ from area to area also.
Okay.
Land price, etc.
Okay.
Plus, some places I know the price will be a little lower, discounted. Some places a little high. In this project, my instruction to my colleagues were, it should have a decent profit, but profit should not be a very major factor.
Okay. I've heard that you've got a lot of offers from a lot of decent corporates who have shown interest in the Pune franchise. Are you looking to divest or sell some part of your stake in the Pune
we are
franchise?
open for that. Actually, we had discussion with some of the corporates also. But the question was how much to discount the amount. Because they are also right that we are paying in 10 years. So they cannot consider that whole amount and then dilute that. So we talked about discounting. We didn't take much interest in that, but we are open for that. But provided if you get a good offer from a good corporate.
Okay. I wanted your take on the RBI banking license norms.
We are definitely going to apply for that. But RBI shouldn't have done one thing. We are talking with them. They have said that any group who has real estate should not be allowed, but there is no logic behind it. Because whether it's real estate or a steel factory, it has the same meaning. Because it is always with the arm's length. But we are definitely going to apply for that.
But what about the rules and regulations that have come through? I mean, any analysis from your point of view that it could have been done better, or any critical points that you have?
No, I had also suggested. In India, the very required thing is a kind of financial inclusion. The bank, new banks should be made it compulsory for them to go to small places. Like, We are dealing with more than 5 crores of investors, depositors, who are cobblers, chaiwalas, thelawala, rickshawalas. Those kind of people, they never go to bank. No bank goes to them. Our boys, they are going to them because they are collecting on daily basis. Maybe 10 rupees, 5 rupees a day. I think the most important thing for our country is that banks, or new or old banks, whatever, it should be directed towards these class of people, which is essential. They have to be brought to the bank system. I really appreciate our finance minister has said 2 months back, the bank new license should be given to those who will give in the rural area they will cover. But some of the bankers only, I don't want to name, a chairman of a bank, he said that if a new license should be given, first it should be given to Sahara.
Really? Huh.
Because there are so much with those people where we need to reach.
Have you shelved plans for your real estate IPO?
Not exactly, but we are not going for a small IPO. The IPO which we had planned was a very small amount. Now we have so many other real estate activities. We are going to put it in one company and then we'll go for a big IPO at appropriate time.
Thank you once again for joining us, Mr. Roy, and all the very best for all the several ventures that you're launching in the near future, especially with Formula One.
Thank you very much.